Grooverider. Grooverider in session for Radio 1. Grooverider in session for Radio 1. Grooverider. Grooverider. L-I-V-E live, so keep it locked. Grooverider. Grooverider. Grooverider Radio 1.
sun, and we haven't had any dinner.
Has hit written all over it. Good evening and welcome to another edition of the Drum and Bass Show here on Radio 1. Now, it seems like it's been years since I've been here. But before we go into all of that, I've got to say many thanks to the mighty Tim Westwood. 3 hours of superb hip-hop. Rap music all the way through until 2 o'clock. Do remember part 2 of the UK rap show kicks between 9 and midnight tomorrow night. Or should I say later on tonight. Expected to the mighty Westwood, no doubt. Change the pace, change the gears, the sound of drum and bass all the way through till 4 with myself. With the Grooverider. Now, I've been away for a couple of weeks. I haven't had time to scope all the brand new music, so a lot of things that you hear tonight, they're going to be heard by me as well for the first time, so we're on some world exclusive tonight, even exclusive to me. Now, so we have the best new music around, you know that already. Got the Mighty Five Rollers. Last week Dillinja was holding the top spot with Grimey, and it'd be real hard to break that off the number 1 spot, but will it be this week? I don't think so, but we'll know in an hour. And one more thing, we've got a special guest in. The mighty Adam F is flying in tonight. He's got a night on tonight at Kaos, so he's going to grace us with a few minutes before he gets down there. I think he's up in reception, kind of waiting to bust in, because I think he's playing at Kaos about 4 o'clock, so it's going to be tight, We're going to be talking about Kaos recordings. We're going to talk about the nights that are going around town. We're also going to be talking about the collaborations he's been doing with a few big names, to say the least. So that's Adam F up in the spot in about 15 minutes. So like we enter tonight with something from the forthcoming Grooverider LP. Featuring Lifford. Something entitled What Do You Do? It's going to be banging, believe that. Keeping with the flavours, here's Digital.
We're the Sweeney, son, and we haven't had any dinner.
Now I'm real angry tonight. I haven't had any dinner. So like previously we had digital. Something forthcoming on CIA Records. Gotta shout my boy Digital in. Andy was just talking to me just now saying, do you want to get digital up here? What kind of question is that? Of course I want to get digital up here. Isn't it time? So that's something we're going to sort out. So Steve, get ready. I know you're going to be building, now you've heard that, you're going to be building some tunes for the show now. Because I know how you are. Here's something me and my boy know who this is. And this is rolling. This is my kind of thing. The Don P. Little code thing there. The Don P. Gotta push this one out to the missus Michelle, also to my daughter Chazelle, because this is their kind of beat.
Session for Radio 1.
Oh my God, this track deserves a rewind. Inject the sound.
Inject the sound. Grooverider on Radio 1. Radio 1, keep it locked. Grooverider, 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 Grooverider.
We're the Sweeney, son, and we haven't had any dinner.
To be released on an EP on Prototype Recordings real soon. That's called Starfish. One of 4 crunchers. So like Prototype Recordings going on the road this month, we're going to be smashing it. Believe me. Next Friday, go to Fabric. I'm not even sure he's down there. I know I am. Are you down there? You might be down there. I'm not even sure. I don't even know who's down there. I know Fabio's down there. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. The week after, we'll go to Club Creation over there in Bristol. I don't know who's down there either. It's prototype recordings, that's enough. Come on. So we're going to kick something from A-Side, and then we're going to blast into Adam F. Now that sounded like Dave Pearce mixing. Bit clangish. Here's A-Sides. So that's A-side with something entitled Helsinki Nights. Now, he's got a few new things. He was telling me the other day, he sent me a CD, I think. But right now I haven't received a CD, so what can I do? There's nothing I can do about that. So I'll have to get onto him real soon. Right, we've got Adam F from upstairs, brought him down now. We've let him in. We're going to be talking about the Kaos, the whole Kaos thing, the album, the music, the production. His views on porn films, everything. The whole lot. So keep it here, keep it rider.
This is the sounds of drum and bass. Grooverider, Radio 1.
Grooverider. Grooverider.
From the heart of the metropolis, enter the Kaos recording sessions. Kaos recording sessions. Kaos recording sessions. Reaching worldwide. Grooverider, Adam F.
In the year 3000, Earth's upper echelon government officials and a genetic chosen few had fled the planet Earth to seek refuge on Mars. The Earth in its depleted state was left to its degenerates, criminals, and scum of its society. I was sent back in time to warn y'all of what is to come. And this is my story.
At the Chaos.
Stop the press. Right now we on Radio 1. This is Folk Die, coming to y'all motherfucker live. Brick City style with my man Adam F. And we on the Kaos album doing it like this.
Grooverider. Grooverider in session for Radio 1. Grooverider. Live live, so keep it locked. Grooverider Radio 1.
Radio 1. One love. One station.
Radio 1.
This is the sounds of drum and bass.
Grooverider.
Radio 1. This is the sounds of drum and bass.
Grooverider.
Radio 1.
Yo, you're peeping this shit straight off of the Kaos album from Adam F. This shit is straight motherfucking chaos. M.O.P, Adam F, Radio 1, baby. Stand clear. What?
So like right now we're turning this into Radio Kaos, featuring Adam F and myself, Grooverider. We're just swipping it round. So good evening and welcome, Adam.
Good evening, mate. Nice to see you.
Maybe I should put your mic up.
That will help, mate.
So what's happening, dog?
Yeah, man. Just.
Hold on. Let me just back that up. Let me just back that up for a second. Let me just get this on for a minute. Then we just keep that there, and then we can roll out now, Adam.
Cool.
So what's happening, dog? Good, thanks for coming along, man.
Cool.
Good to see you, man. I've been away for a few weeks. I ain't seen you for a little while still. Still look nice and healthy, nice and slim, sir.
Yeah, well, you've been in Australia, so you've been enjoying all the sunshine and the sea. It's all good.
So what's happening, man?
Just on a mission this year. Really, tonight is a pretty good place to start because we got the launch of the Kaos Recordings label.
Yeah, that's like you go rush back there to do your setting. Like what time are you playing tonight, man?
Any second.
Got about half an hour to get there, sir.
That's it.
But yeah, we got that going on at Fabric, is it tonight? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's pretty hot. I mean, everyone's there from Ronnie Size to Hype to Brian J Majik. I mean, there's a whole heap of people that have worked on the album.
So we're going to go in a bit of depth into the album in a second. But that's what I wanted to ask you about. Kaos, the album.
Yeah.
Hip-hop album. Adam F, known for mainly like doing a lot of drum and bass, and don't get me wrong, a cross section of tunes, but what made you take the track to like just go predominantly like, you know, down tempo basically on this album?
You know, it was really going full circle. I mean, when I was at school back in the sort of mid-80s,
yeah,
that's what I grew up on, the first bit.
Yeah, because I remember like back in the day when I first like met you, like you were telling me like you wanted to sing and do R&B and all that.
Yeah.
And you started to slam out some bad drum and bass tracks. Then Circles came, and then what was it first? Was it Circles? Yeah, it was Circles that really like opened up the whole thing for me, like as regards to Adam F within drum and bass. But yeah, I always knew that you wanted to do something like on the down tempo kind of angle.
Yeah.
So like that must have remained dormant in you for so long, man.
Yeah, it was just, you know what it is, I like things to be natural. I don't push something, and if an opportunity comes along and it feels right, then just to really take it from there. And whenever I make a track, as you know, all my intros are like, okay, it's a bit over the top.
No, but you know, you make the effort.
Yeah, well, and with this album, I made the intro. I wasn't even thinking what style I was going to make the album. I just made the intro, and I thought this would be mad to flip it into a hip hop beat. Yeah, just made that one track. Yeah, and then the doorway opened when I met Red, and we did the first track, and then it just evolved into a hip hop album. There was no like initial plan, I'm going to make a hip hop album.
Yeah.
Just and there was opportunities there, and it just seemed like something I've always wanted to do.
As we were saying, man, it doesn't make sense getting the bottom of the pile. If you can get the top of the pile to do your thing, that's the way you got to go.
That's it.
So like they like picked up on it straight off. Like Redman wanted to use it on his album, so like how'd that come about, man?
Yeah, well that was, I mean, we basically caught him on tour with Method and doing a blackout tour, and hit him in LA in his hotel room, and I mean I'd spent all those months doing the choir and everything, and he had this one little speaker and this broken like tape machine. We had to play it on there, but that's, you know, we played it on there, and he just
took to the track,
recorded it, and then I started getting phone calls from other labels over there just about production work, and just jumped on that. And before I knew it, I was deep in producing, you know, some other things I wanted to do.
So like, who have you worked with then? Like, there must be a massive roll call now, like that you've worked with so far. Who are some of the names that you've like dealt with, like apart from on the LP?
You know what, like your guest list at Fabric this week, I don't know.
Cause I know you were doing something for Alicia Keys at some point.
Yeah.
Or another, and then you was doing the Ja Rule thing. And
Alicia, Ja Rule, Metallica, worked with Ronnie Jordan in the past.
Yeah.
And more stuff for M.O.P, Red, Keith Murray. I mean, I just, you know, some guys over here, Boniface.
Yeah. You've got a project going on right now with that.
That's right. Yeah, just some UK R&B and some UK hip hop stuff. And as I say, Dynamite came over the day.
Yeah. From out of Bristol. Yeah.
And so really, I mean, that's for me. It's about trying to do as much as I can, and it doesn't matter where it is in the world, as long as it's just a chemistry that works together. Really. And
so, do you still get time to make drum and bass, basically?
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. You know, we rolled out that little Metrosound thing, which was
the Metrosound's hot, man. We're going to get that on in a minute, man.
And that wasn't really meant to be something that was going to be released. It was just, you know, DJing. You just roll things out so you got exclusive little things. Yeah. And it just like me and Jamie sat down and thought, let's roll something out, and that was that. But yeah, I mean, you know, apart from setting up this label to do this take on the hip hop album, which is the Drum and Bass Warfare Kaos album. It's, you know, setting up that label to bring through some new artists and to.
So that's Kaos Recordings, like the new label, just like. So you flipped the hip hop album and then just took all the vocals and just made it into the drum and bass kind of compilation as well.
Yeah, and I know a lot. I mean, you know, a lot of the people in the scene have a love for Red. Ronnie's already worked with
Redman, yeah.
Dillinja loves.
We all feeling it. If you're into breaks, then you're going to be into hip hop. That's a natural thing, really. At the end of the day.
And I just thought, you know, try and get everyone to choose a track, get different sides of the scene.
Yeah.
And all different sounds, and just get like a scene album that's worked and make a drum and bass version of it, and that to launch the label off with it.
Now I heard you done a little sneaky mix of one of the tunes as well, the Little Mo.
Did I?
Somebody was telling me you done a little sneaky mix.
Little sneaky mix.
Yeah, Jamie was telling me that you done a mix and like it's quite hurting.
Is it hurting? I don't know. Again, it's just one of those things that just play out. And...
No, because what happens is like. I rang Jamie up one day, like J Majik, and I rang him up and I goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm going in that Little Mo thing." I goes, "I thought you already done it." He goes, "Well, I'm doing it again because Adam's just done one and it's kind of sounds a lot better than the one I've done, so I've had to go in again."
I don't know, man.
So I don't know what you're doing to these boys, man. But so when's the actual Kaos, the actual compilation being released?
It's going to be out in the summer, basically, and it's featuring remixes from Bad Company, Ronnie Size, Andy and Ant Miles, Origin Unknown, Dillinja, Shy, Ray, Hype, everybody. New people, High Contrast, Future Bound, John.
Yeah, he's hot, man. High Contrast is real hot.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just getting all the different sounds. So that'll be out through the summer. We've got a single coming out on May the 20th, the M.O.P.
Oh yeah, is that what we're playing next?
That's what we're going to play next.
Yeah.
So
let's go on, man. Let's get it on. If I can find it. So like M.O.P, Adam F. Who's mixed this one?
This is Andy and Ant Miles' Origin Unknown mix, and this has been around since end of last year, sometimes smashing everywhere, so staying clear.
So Adam F, M.O.P, Andy C and Ant Miles on the remix, aka Origin Unknown.
Yep.
So when's that come? Is that the first single, as you were saying before?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, obviously we span out the Metrosound, J Majik and me, which was officially the first single for the label, but the first single from the album is the Stand Clear.
Right. So like
May the 20th.
May the 20th finally. Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? You're starting to get into soundtracks. Your name was on all over the Ali G film soundtrack.
Yeah.
How did you get into that? How did you get involved in that project there?
Well, you know what it is? It's like my background is really... When I used to listen to a lot of hip-hop back in 85 and everything, I started to listen to where they sample from, and they producers like Bob James, Herbie Hancock, Quincy Jones, with a lot of mad orchestrations and did a lot of film scores. And we just got into loving all that big orchestral thing, you know, Danny Elfman and all just mad Star Wars and just all that. And actually, Ali G, the film working title, was just a massive film company really around the world, approached me to do a collaboration with a rapper and him, which I wasn't really...
What, like the Shaggy thing, you mean?
Like the Shaggy thing,
yeah.
Which I wasn't really like...
Wasn't really down with it, yeah, of course.
To be honest.
Yeah.
But I went along for the meeting, do you know what I mean? And I was like, cool, and saw the film, and I heard some... it's because of timing as well, you know, those things are like hard to hook up when he's trying to turn something around in a couple of weeks. It's just like politics and stuff. And saw the film, and there was a mad bit of score music in it, which they'd lifted from some James Bond film just as a little temp guide. And I was like, what's that? You know, when they're saying, well, we just put it there's a guide until we get someone to score the film. So I was like, well, that's me. That's what, you know.
Yeah, that's what you want to do, yeah.
So they gave me a couple of scenes, went back, wrote a bit of music, took it to them, and they were in it and said, let's go. So we just, then it took me 3 years to make 12 tracks. The bloody album. I had to do 38 tracks in 4 weeks.
Christ.
And then, like 90-piece orchestra, and just basically did that. And since then I've made a show reel which we've sent out to
so that's
film company.
Is that what you really, is that your, what would be your pinnacle? Do you get what I'm saying? What would be the thing that you really most want to do within music?
You know what, I see that, or I always did see that as a later on thing in life. You know, when you're just chilling out a bit more, you're not really going to the clubs and everything, and you just, as a more film scores is, you know, that big, is later on in life sort of thing. Although things are coming around now, so I'm like down with that. But it's just to really just, you know, you have, I don't know, it's just to enjoy what I'm doing is the main thing. Keep enjoying it. I'm really loving the drum. I mean, especially drum and bass at the moment is just
beautiful, man.
Is beautiful, isn't it?
yeah.
Have all the musics in the world. It's got every flavour in it, and it's just on fire at the moment. It's really good, and it's just to like produce things, work with. I really want to help break new artists, you know, and a lot of people's like, oh, why didn't I work with people from over here on this album and everything? It's like,
why?
It wasn't even like that, do you know what I mean? It's like, we approached Redman over there, I got asked to do other tracks, and a lot of people I approached over here at the time were like, well, you make drum and bass, not hip-hop.
There you go. There's the prejudice already. Do you get what I'm saying? Because like you're doing a drum and bass thing, obviously you can't do anything else, which is a load of tosh. Do you get what I'm saying? There's, you know, as I was saying to you before, if you're a good chef, you don't just make fish and chips, you know? If you're a good producer, you make all kinds of music. That shows your real talent.
Yeah, but it's also given me a bit of a platform now to get more notice, so, because I would like to bring new artists through and be responsible.
So how the UK rap scene boys taking to you now? After all, like, you know, the awards and whatever.
Well, I mean, the thing is, you know what, at the end of the day, music talks, and that, you know, things like the Redman track, people like Mud Family, I think, did their own versions of it around the carnival, and the track was, you couldn't really get away from it in the clubs, in drum and bass raves. I'd be walking through other rooms and hearing it being played.
Yeah, of course.
So for me, that was my ultimate goal. Like making drum and bass, when I heard you play Circles back in Heaven back in the day, and I always say this, and you rewound it for the first time and no one knew I was, that's the best feeling when you make a tune and there's that thing.
No doubt.
And when I was in America and I made this Redman track, and I was hearing DJs talk to the instrumental on the radio, and Flex was cutting it up on 2 decks in the tunnel and everything. That for me was like when you played Circles.
I hear that. So it's the masters of their profession cutting up your tunes, man. That's what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know. But we're going to go into Kaos. So like this came about with J Majik, like a mixture of...
Yeah, Metrosound, I mean, that was just, me and Jamie have been meant to have been doing things for like, since the day I met him, like 6, 7, 8 years ago, whenever it was, and we never ever were both as long as each other, basically.
Yeah.
And because we were doing a bit of back-to-back last year, we just thought we'd just roll something out for a little intro for one show we were doing.
Yeah.
band it together, and it just got a good response. So we ended up putting it out, and there you go.
Metrosound. Still sounds good to me, dog.
Old school, mate.
How long's that been about then? It's got to be a year nearly, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's been around a little.
That is sounding really hot, man. I played that in Australia the other day, man. They're going crazy for that shit there.
Yeah.
They were going nuts for that.
That's mad.
Yeah, man. So like, if that can stand the time of a year, it's a good tune, mate. Anyway, 2 years' time, what do you see yourself doing? Don't say making porn films because everybody says that.
No, man, I've been there, done it, mate. You know, that's one of those ones. Don't go back. Don't go. Always move forward, mate. You told me that.
You know that one.
Yeah. Those ones.
What do you see yourself doing? Yeah, easy. Little tap, little call, yeah.
Do you know what? I couldn't tell you, mate.
That's what I say all the time, mate. I know exactly what you mean. So some idiot give me this stupid question. I thought I might as well ask it just to fill in the time.
Okay, fill in the time, yeah. I'm a spontaneous person. Tomorrow, the whole thing could change.
Exactly, yeah, no doubt.
You know, I've set up certain things in motion. A bit of the film thing. I want to put, you know, a lot of.
Do you see yourself doing any like presenting jobs or, you know, going mainstream in the sense of like doing a show or? You know, doing
like
any sort of TV.
ITV.
Well, doing TV in general.
You know, I mean, it's not something that I really want to do. Music, and I love film and music. I got, you know, there's a couple of radio shows floating around at the moment, which may or may not come through. But it's like you can't do everything. Do you know what I mean? And as much as you want to, you can't. You can't.
Yeah,
do
I mean,
it all.
like you're DJing, you're putting on the parties now. The productions that must take up 80% of your time. The productions alone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know how you know. I find it hard to find time myself because, like,
but it's, you got to naturally. It's something that naturally evolves. You know, we've been in it for a while now, so you've just got to keep evolving and to keep yourself inspired. And the Kaos thing is about recording things about bringing other people through, putting my vibe on what the party thing could be. And also, it's not just about drum and bass. You know, next year I want to do more with Kaos recordings with other urban acts over here.
Yeah, so like Kaos is going to be like a vast genre of music.
Yeah, I mean, tonight at Fabric we got, you know, Razel in the main room, and this is the first one tonight. Hopefully we're getting a little bi-monthly thing, but it was meant to be a lot more heavier sort of thing, but I think they thought they might have to call down the riot police. So a few names I mentioned, they started getting a bit worried, but it would have been rocking.
So Razel's in the country, yeah?
He's in the country, and he's probably on stage, maybe even now, do you know what I mean? But any second. But he's going to be rocking it.
Oh, the fool you like, Buster's in town, man.
Buster's in town last night. Did you see that?
No, did you go down there?
No.
What do you mean, no?
I was working.
I didn't even know. I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know. I was listening to the radio today and they were telling me about Busta Rhymes concert, and I was
I spoke to Shy last night and he told me pretty much like 5 minutes before he was going on. So
really,
I was all of it.
But like, he's at the Essential like tomorrow night.
And I'm there as well.
Yep, same here, sir. Same here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to check him out tomorrow, man.
What time are you playing tomorrow then?
8:30 till 10.
Okay.
Myself and Fabio back to back, and
cool.
What time are you playing?
5 till 6 is
all right.
before NDC.
That's all good. It's all good because Buster's on at 10.
That's it. I just want to be free for that. It's not during the FA Cup anyway. But
I don't care about FA Cup when Buster's in town.
Cool.
It could be on at 4 o'clock. I'd be there for Buster. But we're going to play one more tune, Ed. I've got to say thanks for coming in. What we're going to kick? What's that? It's Mickey Finn mix of
Mickey Finn El Double, Last Days, the Pheromonch.
You know what? I've got a mix to do for you, and I've still got it. You know,
yeah.
I've actually started it, to be honest with you. I've just got the vocals down.
Okay. So
anyway,
are you going to finish it? Are you going to finish it then? You might as well say while you're on air then. Because everyone's going to be waiting for it now. They're going to be talking after this show. Send a mix for the album, you know, the Kaos album.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. 'Cause I'm back now anyway, do you know what I mean? Like, but when I was away, I was just preparing it and just like getting it ready to like just drop in when I like come back home. But like,
cool.
Anyway, don't worry about it. That's another thing. Anyway, what are you saying, Doug? You ready to go? Okay, we're going to roll it. So like, we're going to hit the dats. Something brand new. Mickey Finn on the mix. Pheromonch. El Double. Everybody's involved in this.
Everyone, man.
What is going on, sir?
You sort of missed the first 2 minutes of it.
It's not even there. Where is it? Is it supposed to be coming up here, sir?
Yeah.
Adam,
It's alright, mate. It's live, isn't it? So it's a blank track, man.
Very good, very good.
That's it.
Right, so we've made a few adjustments now. We've got something to play after all that. Now we was going to hit the Mickey thing. Now we can't do that because there's a little technical problem going on. So we're going to call the engineers in.
I'll get that to you next week whenever you're playing on the show next.
It would have been better this week because we like to do with the fresh things. You know what I mean? But it's a week down the road. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So what's this? John B's mixes of
the Carl Thomas Guru Karma. Which for me is like, I mean, I love it, do you know what I mean? So it's just, there you go.
This is the one.
Everybody wants to roll life. Oh, as your world goes up and down, don't you know that the karma comes on back around? Don't you know that you're getting what you're putting in the ground? Oh yeah. Oh, as your world goes up and down, don't you know that the karma comes on back around? Don't you know that you're getting what you're putting in the ground? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Go with the first one.
So if you just locked on, it's Radio 1 here with myself, Grooverider, alongside Adam F. The mighty Adam F.
Thank you.
So like we've just been discussing like how we're going to sort this competition thing out. So have you got like what are you giving away anyway? Firstly,
well, I just thought I'd give away some Kaos things, appropriate thing. We got every single track that we're bringing out as well. It's a real nice picture disc. Sort of limited run of picture discs. Yeah. So we've got the first two.
And I can see Andy looking over like, where's mine?
Yep. Well, there's a couple to go around.
Okay. That's good.
So we got the Metrosound, which is a real nice picture disc, and we've also got the Andy C mix as well.
Yeah. So we're giving away that
up front before it comes out.
So what has somebody got to do to get one of those?
Answer a question which we were just trying to work out what question to ask. But I'm not going to do that porn film one, man, because probably people ain't seen that one. So go to the label thing. Circles, my first sort of track that broke the barriers, got a little bit of notice.
Yeah, but you say the question, man. Do you want me to do all the work or something?
I don't know. What label did Circles first appear on? I know it later came out on EMI and got that commercial.
But the independent label.
Independent label. Back in the day, give a clue, it was sort of associated with a record shop.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Good little clue.
So, you got anything where I can... hold on, let me see here. Right, how are we going to do this? We're going to do this on the net? Right, so like if you want to win one of those 12s, the picture disc 12s from Adam F, Kaos, the Kaos LP and the single from
couple of t-shirts.
You got t-shirts as well, yeah?
A couple of t-shirts, yeah.
All right, Kaos package. We'll just say that then.
Package, yeah.
So if you want to win yourself a Kaos package, all you got to do is hit us on the net. You have to have a computer tonight because that's the rule. So like, if you got to hit me on the net, Grooverider at bbc.co.uk. Tell us the label which Circles first appeared on. The single Circles first appeared on. So that's quite easy. Yeah. It's associated with a record shop of that era as well. So, Adam, I've got to say thanks for coming in, sir. It's been a real pleasure. I know you pushed for time tonight.
That's
I know
cool.
it's a tight one.
Down at Fabric.
So what are you doing on the weekend, dog?
We got Fabric tonight, Valve Sound up in Brighton. How they're sort of together, I don't know, but that's going to be mad, both of them. Bristol tomorrow, Essential Festival.
It's going to be real big.
And then tomorrow night, special, I don't even know if people officially know about this, but after party in Creation.
What's that
Bristol,
for?
Full cycle thing.
Oh, really?
Free party, free tickets. So I think if you're down at the festival, there might be a few little...
That's on Sunday, yeah?
That's tomorrow night.
Oh, tomorrow night after?
Late. It's a little special thing. Creation.
We're over there, you know, dog. What are you playing over there?
I think you might be, actually. It's a thing sort of like bring your box, join in.
Excuse me? You know what? I'm going over there.
They're giving out like free tickets at the festival, so it's going to be.
We are running over there. I'm going over there with the missus tomorrow. We're just going to have a nice night out.
That's it.
What are you saying about Monday? You coming on Monday?
What's going on Monday?
James Brown. That's all I've got to say. James Brown, Adam F. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks.
I'll see you soon, dog.
Take care, mate.
Peace.
We're the Sweeney, son, and we haven't had any dinner. You've kept us waiting, so unless you want a kicking, you tell us where those photographs are.
You know how we do. 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 You know how we do.
Say many thanks to Adam F for stepping in. Real pleasure, real pleasure. You know, the guy's a busy guy. Gotta appreciate a man that takes time out to come and step in and support our listeners. It's all about Radio 1 right here, right now, Rider.
This is the sounds of drum and bass.
Grooverider.
Radio 1.
So Andy, I think I better get the Mighty Five on real soon. Question is, could Dillinja still be at number 1 with Grimey? We'll find out in about 10 minutes' time. Now, this is a little special one, a little rider one that's been tearing down the place. Got to send this one out to Ed Rush. Also to Optical. Got a little virus thing we're going to hit on a little bit later also. This tune is wicked. I don't know where it came from. I just clapped it on a CD. There was about 10 tunes on this CD and none of them weren't really my kind of thing. Let's put it that way. But this one stood out, believe me.
We're the Sweeney, son, and we haven't had any dinner.
to drum and bass. Grooverider, Radio 1.
Grooverider in session for Radio 1. Grooverider in session for Radio 1.
I'd really like to cut into that track properly tonight, but we slightly overextended the Adam F interview, which was only right. So we better hit the Mighty Five Rollers so we can find out if that horrible Dillinja tune, Grimey, is still at number 1. So it's about that time we hit the Mighty Five Rollers.
Stop, hold inside the zone.
2 to 4 a.m. riffing as you know. Grooverider in session for Radio 1. Keep it locked.
5 Mighty Rollers. Number 5.
So at number 5 on this week's Mighty Five Rollers, down 1 place to number 5, DJ SS with the lighter remixes on Formation Records. I love this tune. Down 1 place to number 4, Peshay on Cubik Records from the album You Got Me Burning Up. Played first here on Radio 1 by yours truly. I don't let anybody tell you any different. How fitting. At number 3 this week, down 1 place from last week's number 2, Adam F and J Majik with Metrosound on Kaos Records.
Number 2.
So last week's number 1, down 1 place to number 2, Dillinja, the Grimey EP on V.
Mighty Rollers. Track Rewind.
At number 5, DJ SS with The Lighter. The remix is on Formation Records.
Track Rewind.
At number 4, Peshay with You Got Me Burning Up on Cubik.
Track Rewind.
At number 3, Adam F with Metrosound on Kaos Records. Adam F and J Majik.
Track Rewind.
Last week's number 1 moves to number 2, Dillinja with the Grimey EP on V.
Fight Mighty Rollers. Number 1.
For one priceless moment.
At number 1 this week, Origin Unknown. Brand new entry, straight in at number 1. Just Truly One remixes on Ram Records. Gotta say many thanks to Boogie Times in Romford, Chemical Records in Cheltenham, Massive Records in Oxford, Black Market Records in London, and Eastern Bloc Records in Manchester. I'm actually feeling this week's chart, man, in a big, big way. I actually believe it's the best chart we've ever had here. 5 quality tunes. Not taking anything away from any other chart, but man, these are 5 tunes that are mashing up the road right now. So that's what it's all about. The 5 Mighty Rollers will be back with Fabio next week. Say. You like the way I just cut myself off like that? Yeah, I'm shut up. I was probably thinking to myself subconsciously, shut up. Yeah. We move on. Twisted Individual. the sublime Twisted Individual with something entitled Thumbscrew. Watch out for the new LP coming out on Formation real soon. And from what I can gather, it is banging. So I've got to say hi to Twisted, also Mrs. Individual. Also got a big shout out to all my Australian and New Zealand crews. Also to the mighty Junior Red for accompanying me down under, basically. The 2-week tour was ridiculous. Off the hook, as per usual. Australian, I love it. New Zealand, banging. Got to say hi to Jeff down at Subtronics, also Dave. Also Daniel over there in Adelaide. Josh. Lisa in there in Perth. Lisa and Rob. Also to Ming and Adele down in there in Sydney. Steve in Melbourne. You know, the Rider crew. Right, so time's running against us once again. We're coming up to 2 o'clock. At 2, the Blue Room. Tune into the Blue Room for more down-tempo sounds. This week sees the launch of new presenter Chris Coco. So good luck to Chris on the premiere show tonight.
Grooverider.
On next week's show. Fabio in the hot seat. On next week's show. Fabio on Radio 1.
Yeah, you better know that. Fabio, my compadre, in the chair between 2 and 4 next week. I'll be back in a fortnight. Maybe I should try playing records at the right speed. So I'll be back in a fortnight. It's been real big. It's been real big tonight. Adam F passing through. We've given some things away. We've given you the Mighty 5 rollers. We never gave you 6 of the best. But you can't get everything in one night. I'm going to leave you with this. Something brand new on Ram Records. Origin Unknown. Oh, sorry, the Ram Trilogy, should I say. Shimon, Ant Miles and Andy C. This is Brainwash. So I'm flying out. I'll be back in a fortnight. I'll see you at the Essential over the weekend. Also, the Lighthouse on Sunday over there in London, Docklands. Until then, adios.
thinking of people.